You are now listening to the Two Nerds and Slim podcast.
What up, world? Welcome to episode 17 of Two Nerds and Slim podcast. You got Pauly here with your boys.
Your boy Tito.
And I'm your man Slim. How's it going, fella?
What's going on?
Nah, man.
Today, I'm thinking we should touch on what we did last time. We got like a kind of good feedback on it. Remember we said about conspiracies? I think we're going to talk about conspiracies.
Yeah, one of my favorite subjects.
Oh.
Is it me?
There's a lot out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, let's see, what about those, like, this Hollywood stuff? When you actually make it. The things that goes into making it.
Like what?
Like, you gotta do something strange for a piece of change.
You gotta do a lot of things strange for change. But, prime example, like,
Go ahead.
they used to say, when you get to a certain point, especially if you're a male, your manhood will definitely be tested.
What is it?
Oh, man.
What, the SAT testing? Nah.
Right. Driver's test, what?
But see,
CDL test?
some of that stuff I do believe, though. For real.
I believe it, too. It's just that, I don't know, man. I feel like if you... Here's my question. This might be dumb. Is there a level? Because I heard it was like the people who are big, like where they like super big, get paid millions of dollars for a movie. So it's like, is there a level? Because if you tell me, hey man, your career take off, and you got to do, you know, let me spread them cheeks for 20 million.
No,
And then they said, or you could just have a regular career, and we ain't got to do none of this. I'm gonna take the regular career. I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll take
Exactly.
1 million to not spread my cheeks. So, my question is there levels to it? Like, is it like the big time people are the ones who get all the weird stuff happening, or is it just period? Is it everybody?
Well, in
You
my
wanna be in this whack
opinion,
movie?
though, I believe it's like, and this is, I hope we don't get no slack for this, but I believe back in like, I want to say the earlier days, maybe like 80s, maybe even 70s per se, that probably was a big thing. Maybe early 90s. But more as time went on, that slacked out because we became more of a open world per se.
got woke.
We can't hold
You
nothing
can say
against
that.
people in the 80s, man. Cocaine was running rampant in the 80s.
Cocaine in a
Right,
can,
but-
baby.
Right.
And it was a party drug that people had, and it was like, okay, it was like a normal thing. I'm joking about not holding people accountable, but I
Right.
think it's crazy.
And I believe that for real, not everybody, but there is a casting couch situation for certain people.
Oh, I 1,000,000% agree.
Because-
if you're a female, you're
You mean
screwed.
like
I believe that.
Pornhub classic couch?
No. Like, you know how Harvey Weinstein, he would get women into hotel rooms and they would do sexual acts and then they get into a movie or they get roles. Because,
Allegedly.
no, not allegedly.
Just kidding.
Because someone that huge, and I could see it now, right, is Jennifer Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Now, her movies were produced by Harvey Weinstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she got Hunger Games, all these other big movies that she was in.
Right.
Now, where's her career?
Dun, dun, dun.
She's Mystique.
No, she's not. She died in the last movie. If you would have watched it,
Never mind.
they killed her off.
Wasn't she in that movie, The Fappening?
That's not a movie.
That's not a movie. Sorry, sir.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
but that's what I'm saying.
I quit.
Like, I believe some people are put into that situation, and you might get a boost in your career if you do something with a producer or director or something like that. I mean, I'm not gonna say Megan Fox had sex with somebody to be in Transformers, but when she started talking bad about this guy, what's the director, Michael Bay, dude, her career was done, bro. The next time you seen her,
she existed.
yeah, the next time you seen her was in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the remake.
Dang, they told her like, they're like, oh, you want to talk trash about Michael Bay? You know what? We sending you to purgatory.
Exactly.
You dating MGK now.
Yep.
That's true.
Fell all the way off.
Fall off.
So that stuff I believe. Like some people.
Yeah, because
I
slowly
believe it
but
too.
surely it's been coming out. It's been coming out.
I agree with you. Like I feel like it just has to be on a high level though. It can't be. I don't think that it's just like as soon as you put your foot in the door, like you want to act. Okay, you got to do this.
Yeah,
it can't be because you got to
No.
think about all those terrible BET movies. I know ain't nobody spreading their cheeks to get in those movies, man. Like you can't be.
Yeah,
You're like, this movie going double wood. Ain't no way I'm giving up the cheeks.
exactly. Double wood. This movie only making $10 on the weekend.
Can you
box
imagine?
office.
You do something crazy to get in that movie?
Yeah, like no one,
Go straight to BET.
no one's doing that
Any movie.
to get into Leprechaun in the Hood.
Right.
True.
No
True.
one.
But I want to
That's
tell
why
you
Leprechaun in
this,
the Hood be having dudes off the street.
Exactly. You want to act?
you can
Yeah.
talk, right?
Yeah, we making a movie at 4 p.m.
Be yourself, but just be a little more animated.
Yeah, be more urban.
Yeah, I
Hold
can
your
do
gun sideways.
that. All right. Nah, but I do. This is what I do believe, and I was saying I'm creating my own conspiracy theory with this one. Something's going on in Hollywood that we don't have that many American actors. You ever notice that they all British?
I don't know.
Be a lot of them.
A lot of Canadians though too.
That too. But where the American ones at? We don't got nobody American want to act no more.
Maybe they just
Nobody in
better.
America for being a superstar. Unless you older,
watch
but
it.
you've been in the game.
I mean, you got like Chris Pratt. I don't know if he's
You got-
and Chris Evans. I don't know if he's
You
Canadian or
got
not.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
Yeah, he's American.
and John
But,
Cena.
but they been in the game. That's what I'm saying. Like,
John Cena. Man, get out of here. He's
this a year, John Cena though.
it is
John
though.
Cena is the host of Wipeout now. Did y'all know that?
Nope.
What?
Why? He's not even
TV
funny.
show. He sure isn't. But
That boy is
he's
mad corny.
He's the host. I just was thinking about that watching it. I was like, what career path are you on, bro?
Yeah. I mean,
Like, he
divergent.
went-
I would say divergent from that. They got Dwayne Wade hosting a damn game
Oh
show.
yeah, that game show.
Yeah, and it's so
But
stupid.
Dwayne Wade, but it made more sense for him because it's like he a retired athlete, and he just was like, all right, I got something new to do. John Cena's still active,
Yeah, true.
like, so it's kind of like, why are you doing this? Like he went. It's like he doing stuff in reverse. Like
But let
he
me.
became like the biggest wrestler. Then he
Yeah.
started making B movies.
Yeah,
and
he
then
started
he-
WWE, the Marine.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
he,
yeah, about that.
that's what I'm saying. He started making B movies. And he got like a couple good movies. Like, I don't mean good as in they were good, but
The name of the movie.
A movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he the host of Wipeout.
Yeah,
he was
I don't
on
know how you get
reality
there.
TV.
Oh yeah, the
Sure that was his
Bellas.
choice. Yeah. But it's just a weird direction he going with his career. And then I saw an article the other day saying he returning to wrestling.
And you know that he speaks perfect Mandarin Chinese.
For real?
Dude, yeah, go on YouTube. This boy speaks Mandarin. I was like, man, I was dying. I was like, this dude John
You know,
Cena is so weird.
You know what's funny is I think I've seen him
John
do
Cena
it,
is
but
a
I thought he was
man-made
just like mocking.
Man,
No, he was for real. Like he could speak perfect Chinese.
I think I've seen him do it, and I thought he was just making up stuff like.
No, no. He's
Wow.
he could speak Chinese. I'm
I wish
surprised.
I could do that. Shout
But-
out to John Cena.
But have y'all? I just want to go off the subject for a second. Have y'all watched the Dwayne Wade show? The
No, I watched.
Game show?
I watched like 30 seconds of it.
Dude, the challenges on there are like stuff that you would challenge your friends to.
Yeah, I
They
seen
do it
a
for
little bit
money.
of it. Right.
I was like, can you throw this ball at the same time through this hoop? I was like, okay.
You're like, of course I can.
Like, this is so
For
dumb.
50K?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go on there. I'm gonna
You should.
interview. If I don't make it, it's because it's a conspiracy.
It's the
They want me to
Illuminati
do something.
stopping you.
Yeah, they
It's
want me to do
conspiracy.
something weird.
It's NWO.
Yeah.
New
See?
World Order.
All that stuff I don't believe. Like Illuminati. I mean, they were for real, like a real society or whatever, but I don't believe like a new world order. Now, do I believe the government is in cahoots with other governments to have control? Yes. Definitely.
That's the New World Order.
But no, because I don't think I think the whole new world order is like one government. So like China,
Yeah,
Russia,
one world order, new world order.
That's
America.
the plan.
It ain't gonna happen though, because Russia and China is never gonna do what America wants or whatever. Ever.
But when it comes to a new world, a one world government, though,
Yeah.
is it what America wants? If they all sit down and say, or if they haven't already, sit down and say, yeah, we gonna do this. I mean, because a lot of people believe that's what this pandemic is.
See, I don't believe that.
Well, you want to get into pandemic conspiracy theories, there's a couple of those. Like, one is that it was man-made and it was created to
I believe that though.
population control.
I don't believe
I really
population
believe that, though.
control, but I do believe it was man made though.
I believe population control. I do
Me
believe that.
too. Me too.
Because no matter what, it's always been a thing that the world cannot sustain how many people are in it and how many resources we use.
But see, that's I don't know, because in articles I've been reading about, just population in period, like in the United States, this is the worst time that the population is going down. Millennials, like, people in our age group, are not having a whole bunch of kids. Population is down. And in China, they're letting people have an extra child now because their population is down. And this is
Yeah, that
pre-pandemic.
sounds like a lie.
So I don't know. I don't believe, I don't know.
China's population is down.
Well, no, for whatever levels they're on. I don't know.
They got 1 billion people alone, so
It's just,
they all.
I think it's just messed up because our generation got put through 2 economic crises, a pandemic, inflation, jobs aren't paying, the right way to deal with inflation. You got credit and debt crisis. Like, of course we ain't gonna have kids. Why you want to have kids? You can't even afford it.
Because we fall to the sins of our fathers, our forefathers, which was the last generation, who always speak on things like, oh, like it was when I was, but it's not your world no more. It's not even the same landscape, but we supposed to still follow them ideas, and it's not working. It's been not working for decades. It's sad, man.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't believe in Illuminati and all that, but I do believe there's certain factors, the government, of course, pushing certain agendas to make you do things.
So what
I mean,
about
Illuminati?
Speaking still, what about the Egyptian ties to the things we have? Like, why is there a pyramid on the back of a dollar bill?
I don't know. That goes back to Freemason, I think, the Freemason stuff.
It goes to New World Order.
But that's
Or
what
some
people
of it's
say.
Biblical.
But you ain't
Depends
supposed
who
to
you
have.
ask.
But no, it's funny you say that, because remember, you're not supposed to have church and state. So the Bible ain't supposed to dictate nothing when it comes to government,
Yeah.
supposedly.
You're supposed
Look,
to have
that's
total
awesome.
separation.
Right. But that's also
Yeah.
conspiracy theory of the Vatican and all they actually have. That's in their
Pedophile
walls
stuff?
of. Huh?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you in trouble.
I'm just saying, that's one of them things I've always believed anyway.
Another thing that's crazy though, the Vatican is a separate, like the city itself is separate from Rome, so it has its
Thinking
own.
about some
They have their own set of laws in the Vatican City.
Yeah, because Vatican City don't go. It's not level. It go up and down. You have levels underneath it. You know, technically in the Vatican, they got a whole bunch of stuff that we never gonna actually see. Because, like,
Yeah,
they supposedly got the Ark of the Covenant and the Bible,
man.
the first one.
Man, Indy found that.
And they got. I just know it's evil up enough. I don't believe
Yeah,
nothing coming out of the Vatican.
nah.
The Catholic Church alone has always been questionable to me.
I think everything got to be up front. If you trying to do things the right way, just be truthful.
what is there
whether
to
it's
hide?
whether it's bad or good, at least be up front and you let people decide what they want to do. Either way,
Sounds nice.
yeah, it sounds nice. But
Yeah, it
people,
always
it goes
sound
back to
nice.
humans, man. People always want to have control.
Yeah, basically.
And you got your crazy ones. Like, it's another conspiracy theory that I think Mark Zuckerberg is actually an android.
He probably is though.
Maybe.
I kind of agree with that, though.
He's just a weird dude, man. Anytime you see him, he just got a weird look. But like people say, climate change. Climate change is a conspiracy. I was like, looking at the news, bro. I seen people in China in the subway flooded with water, bro.
Yeah.
They whole city was flooded.
Yeah, like literally people in cars, and the water is almost over the car. You see people
See the
videotaping.
aftermath of it though.
Dude, it's
The
bad.
cars are just floating in the water, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
up to the apartment buildings and stuff. Now, like, I'm like, I don't know, man. I see stuff like that, and I be like, there's only two options of how this went. Either this was done on purpose, or it really is. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, how can a place, they say, oh, this is the most rainfall they've ever had in a day.
Mhm.
How? Like, how is it that much? It ain't enough time in a day for that much to have that much rain.
But I think that's a combination of rain and rivers overflowing.
See, I got two theories when it comes to, like, the bad weather situations. One is conspiracy, and one is also conspiracy. Never mind, they're both conspiracy. But but I do believe that there is a weather machine. I believe that.
Is that the one that you guys were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What is it called again?
Oh, he said no.
Oh,
He said
No. I think Slim said it earlier. I can't remember the name of it.
Which one are you talking about?
the weather.
The weather
He said the
machine.
weather machine, or what? How they control the weather.
It's called HARP.
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 Yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, I believe in the weather machine. I do believe that. But also, I kind of believe that the weather is a reaction to these billionaires.
To the billionaires.
Yes. Going into space.
Nah.
Because we keep on breaking the atmosphere, sending all these rockets up into space, these little test rockets. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, I think this is the Earth's way of trying to repair itself by keeping on having the ozone layer on that stuff getting broken.
By flooding China.
No, by just period, because it's bad weather everywhere. China just got one of the bad ones. I mean, we got a gigantic heat wave on the West Coast right now.
And Germany was flooded.
Right. So, like, all this stuff, that don't make no sense. And then how bad the poles, how they melting?
Mhm.
Like, you got billion-year-old ice. I can't think of the name right now.
Icebergs or sheets of ice.
Yeah,
out there?
icebergs. Yeah,
Ice
breaking
iceberg.
off.
Iceberg Slim.
Yeah, icebergs. But you got stuff like that breaking off. Like, I believe that they doing too much stuff that's actually in the earth that's not supposed to be touched because we wasn't meant to be there, and this is the earth way of trying to repair itself, and we will be casualties.
Possible, but all the global warming is making Ohio weather awesome, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, so true.
I ain't gonna lie.
So true.
It's so comfortable over here. Pretty crazy.
You said what?
I said all this
That's a
global
mistake.
warming is making Ohio weather like comfortable. Because usually it's dumb hot over here, humid. We got a couple of days.
In the 70s, like, wait.
Yeah. All they got to do is warm it up a little bit and then take away winter for us. And we good. We'll be all right.
Well, also I got a theory about our weather too. Cause like my theory is like when it get too hot, like automatically get these like rainstorms. But I think that the lakes can handle the ecosystem doing that. So then boom, here come rain.
Yeah, I don't know. We need Dick Goddard to explain all this. I don't know what's going on.
He's still alive.
Huh? Is he
He's still alive.
He might be.
I think he's a hologram. I don't even think he's
He's gotta
real.
be one. Speaking of holograms, let me throw this out real quick.
Another one? Go ahead.
No, so I'll be going to Vegas or whatever, and I got
Shout out to Vegas.
yeah, y'all owe me one, but I got like the players card and all that, and you reach like platinum status, and they send you rooms for free, stuff like that. Anyway, sitting here yesterday, and I got a email from Planet Hollywood, and they like, it wasn't even Planet Hollywood, it was like Harrah's or something, but they all under the same Caesars Entertainment. But I got an email, I open it up, and it's like, book your tickets now, right? So I scroll down, and it's like a picture of Whitney Houston.
What?
So I'm like,
Ooh.
what the heck? I'm like, I was kind of creeped out a little bit. I'm like, book your tickets now for Whitney Houston. I'm like, what's going on? So I like I'm reading it or whatever, and I'm tripping. I'm like, I'm looking at the dates to clarify. It's like in October or something. So I'm like, man, what in the world? So then I look down at the bottom. They got like the small print, like this is a hologram show or whatever. And I was just like, what? I was like, they still trying to make money off Whitney Houston, man.
Wow. Who
So
licensed
it's like a
that?
hologram concert, huh? I don't know.
That's
I
creepy
was
though.
thinking that though. Yeah, because I'm like, at first I just saw the picture, and it's like book a show, book a ticket or whatever. I'm like, this must be some old stuff. Like 20 years old. But
Yeah.
I looked at it, I'm like, October 2021. So I'm like,
I got a question. What Whitney? Like what era Whitney? Did they have the picture of?
they had like into her career. Like,
Mm.
I'm not talking about into her career like her being on drugs and dying, but into her career still being famous and
Right, with the short frizzy hair?
Like
yeah,
the bodyguard Whitney.
Yeah.
yeah, that Whitney. But I don't know, I was just tripping off that, man. I'm like, well, how do these hologram stuff work? Like, who got the rights to that to be like, yeah, you could take
Now,
my dead
that's a
person
good
and-
one.
I don't know.
like, is it her
See, but
label
that's
or
a
is it
good
like her
one.
family? I would assume the family, but
Somebody at her estate has to sign off on that for her image to be used.
Do they?
who's left though?
Bobby Brown.
Man,
I mean-
I'm pretty sure he ain't got no say so over her stuff, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because they ended. If anybody got to be, is her mama still
Her
alive?
kids died, right?
Yeah,
Bobby Brown, did they son and daughter die?
I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty sad.
Yeah.
I mean, but that might be an executive thing too. I mean, hold on, back to conspiracies. So back when Michael Jackson was still around, they say all the stuff that happened to him.
Don't you talk
was
bad about
because-
Michael?
I ain't talking bad about
You know,
Michael.
No,
MJ
just-
slander, man.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I would never talk bad about Michael. But they're saying a lot of stuff that happened to Michael, right, was because Michael knew some things because of all the stuff that he'd been through. So that's like when he was on humanitarian stuff hard, because he got privy to being part of, I ain't gonna say Illuminati, but some other stuff. And they wanted something particularly he had. Cause you know Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog.
Yeah.
So a lot of things was being due to break him down, so where he had to like get rid of it, just to survive. And they say Sonny was part of that.
They did something to Michael Jackson. I definitely think so. Because a lot of people don't realize, like, one thing I'll say about Michael Jackson is most people who love Michael Jackson ain't love his music, but they just loved Michael Jackson. And most people don't actually know what he's saying in his songs a lot of times. But if you listen to him, you listen to his lyrics and you pay attention to what he actually saying, he was saying a lot of things that was kind of exposing how the industry was anyway. So I feel like he was definitely, I don't want to say he was killed, but he was definitely killed.
Okay. I like the logic. It went from A to A.
Right. He didn't die, but he did die.
He did that.
Nah,
it is.
But
His death was pretty weird, though. How
Yeah.
a doctor killed you.
Right.
It's pretty weird.
Your personal doctor, supposedly. It doesn't make sense. But I think that the thing is, I've always believed all them conspiracies as far as like people. But that's another one. It goes back to people saying, well, Illuminati. I don't know about Illuminati. I don't know if I believe in that. But I do believe the conspiracies of people who died, like famous people. Like John F. Kennedy and like Princess Diana. I believe those conspiracies. I think those people was taken out purposely.
Yeah.
It's too deep of a rabbit hole for me to go into my reason why I believe it. But
yeah, we'll need about 3 extra podcasts for that.
Right.
Right.
Now,
especially with the,
I would say, let me ask you this: do y'all believe in Bigfoot?
I do.
You do?
I do.
For real?
Well, somewhat. Put it like this: I don't necessarily believe in Bigfoot, like Bigfoot, but I do believe that there's creatures out there that we haven't seen, that people might have got a glimpse of and don't know how to identify. I think that's more so what the Bigfoot is to me. It's like something out there we don't know what it is. But I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's multiple things.
What kills me about that is there's Bigfoot experts.
Yeah, I don't know how that's possible.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't believe in Bigfoot, but I like watching the shows because I like to watch the crazy people on it.
Yeah.
And there was one dude saying that, Bigfoot is attracted to bacon. I was like, first of all, I'm attracted to bacon.
I'm about to say, I'm Bigfoot.
I mean, everyone loves bacon. And then he's like, if you put a bacon on a rock, he'll come up and grab it, and then that's when you get you can get a picture of the Squatch. And I'm like, man, this is just entertainment in itself.
Specifically on a rock.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Can't be on top of a leaf or nothing.
No.
Or a grill.
No.
Barbecue grill.
A barbecue grill.
Gotta be on a rock.
I was like, these are experts.
How?
No.
Is that a job? Like, is that on Craigslist?
Yeah, like, can I get that job? 'Cause I think I could do that.
That's like a life coach, man. Same thing.
Nah, that's a
conspiracy. His name is a life coach.
Yes, because they know so much about what about a certain subject that you believe in. That's all there is to it, man.
I think that's the new hustle, though.
Being a Bigfoot expert?
No, being a life coach. Life coach.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could make that into a hustle if people start believing you.
Right.
A lot of nonsense.
I know the only reason I believe in Bigfoot.
People believe nonsense.
Yeah, that's true. I know the only reason I believe in Bigfoot because the Patterson tape, that's the first actual evidence of a Bigfoot. Whatever that was, you know what I'm saying, it's never been debunked. That's the only thing that's shown it.
But does that make it true, though?
I'm just saying. but it's the only thing that ever came out that shown something different. You know what I'm saying? As the first. And then on top of that, this is why I don't believe in anything else now, because the year that happened, if that was a real Bigfoot at that time, that like a full grown Bigfoot, you don't know what it is. So it would have possibly died. Ain't no way it's still living to this day, which is about, 70 years later?
Yeah. How do you know?
I don't.
Are you a Bigfoot?
I claim to be nothing.
It's like the Loch Ness Monster. Same thing.
The Chupacabra, or wherever it's called.
Chupacabra?
Chupacabra.
What'd you say? The Chupacabra?
I said chicken cabra. You know, I love chicken.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're always thinking about it.
Right.
It's in my blood.
Yeah, but
you got a whole bunch of things. You got the Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
You got the Chupacabras.
That's huge in the Latin community, Chupacabra. Like, people in the Latin community believe it wholeheartedly.
Do you?
No. Well, I'm just saying, they do. In Puerto Rico, it's a huge conspiracy. People believe in it. People be having dead chickens and goats and stuff.
You believe in Jeepers Creepers?
Jeepers Creepers? No. But that was a good movie.
I'm just playing. First two.
Yeah. Third one, don't waste your time.
Right. Yeah, I hope nobody spread their cheeks for the third.
But that all depends on too. A lot.
They probably did. Somebody. You gonna be famous, boy.
They're like, this was a blockbuster hit.
Yeah. The hit. Where it's gonna be at. It's gonna be a blockbuster.
Right. But that's like what? Mothman. Oh, yeah. Slender Man. Hey, remember how bad that got?
What's the one, that Momo one on the YouTube?
Oh, yeah, the Momo with the mask.
Yeah.
Popping up on all kids' videos and stuff. Yeah. That was kind of short-lived.
Yep. Yeah, we can't even go internet. Oh my God, things like that.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary one.
Mary, yeah.
I don't believe it, but I ain't gonna test it. I'll just say that.
I just watched a movie on HBO Max. Empty Man.
Empty Man?
Yeah, I did see that.
Empty Man.
Yeah. Is that good?
I ain't watch it. I've seen it, like, it's been posted up.
It was, I don't know. It wasn't terrible, but it was kind of like, I don't know, because the story's just too similar to me to like that stuff, Bloody Mary, Candyman, like the whole thing where it's like say his name and all that. It wasn't say his name, but it was like the basically these kids, the way that he haunted you or whatever you want to call it. It was like these kids be walking right at night, and they walking across a bridge, and then they say the girl picks up a bottle, like a beer bottle, off the ground, and she's like, whenever you find a bottle on a bridge, if you blow into it, the empty man will come. On day one, he just comes.
That really it?
That's a terrible plot.
Right, because I was like, I'm like, why I gotta be specifically like find a bottle on a bridge? But
like, how many times do you find a bottle? Period.
Right, and how many times you walking across a bridge? But they all passed the bottle around and like blew into it, right? And of course they like teenagers, so they all laughing like, oh, it's stupid. So then they hear some noises or whatever, and they can't see anything, but they can just hear like off in the distance of the bridge. And then they hear like footsteps running towards them or whatever, and they run or whatever, going about their business. Days later, all the kids are missing, and this guy goes and finds them, and they all like hung themselves underneath the bridge, like, so they all like hanging under the bridge or whatever. And then it was just like, it was weird, man. It'll take too long to try to explain the whole movie, but it was weird, man. You'll have to watch it.
Yeah,
it's worth watching, but it's not.
I'll watch it so I can be disappointed.
Yeah, right. It's like, watch it so you can see it and understand, but don't be mad at me when you're done watching it.
All right, hey, you know what? I got another theory that, I don't know, conspiracy theory, but it have been kind of relevant. So they were saying that there's something subconsciously in your mind when you're a child that make children able to psychically link with each other. So you do a lot of things that every kid does and you don't know why.
What would that
Like
be?
prime example, they say like a lot of kids or a lot of people back in the day when they was younger used to be like in the backseat of a car and used to be able to say there was a guy following them, hiding behind headlights or not headlights, but street lights and stuff like that in cars, and like it was getting closer to the car. This is like a phenomenon that a lot of people experience.
I don't know what what does that have to do with kids
What?
or
They saying
babies?
that they saying that was like a like why would every kid in different, no, it ain't matter where you came from, what your ethnicity, what your origins, but every kid had this person that they imagined, whatever.
Like the boogeyman?
I've never heard.
I
of this.
guess you could say boogeyman.
Well, I've never heard of it. I don't know what that is. Maybe that happens in the suburbs or something. I don't know.
You said there's a man following you at the stoplight.
No,
Like
he just
they saying
behind you.
like behind you.
The only person that followed me is the police officer. No.
Chinese lady at the beauty supply store.
Yeah. I don't know. I never heard of that conspiracy. That's
Me
pretty.
neither.
That's pretty out there. That's too far for me. Then I guess that's a reach.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
But still, it's just like with like the cultural thing. It's just like the boogeyman. Like,
What is
why
the
is the boogeyman a thing that's every culture have a version of it?
Because parents like to lie to their kids to control them, put fear in them.
I don't even know where I ever heard of the boogeyman. It wasn't my parents though.
No. And what they would tell us is they call it the Google, which is the boogeyman. They'll tell you, don't go in that room, he's in there. You be like, oh man. It just paralyzes you. You don't want to go in there.
Yeah, but then your mind start playing tricks on you though, and make you see things that ain't really there.
But yeah. I mean, I was super scared of that stuff. I would run across the house and hit the switch and then run back to the room
Oh yeah, I done that
to
before.
avoid it.
Not
I
me.
did that like the floor is
I'm a
lava.
Gangster. I don't know. I heard of the boogeyman growing up. I just don't know what it is. Like,
What brought it to your attention?
I don't even know what it is. Like,
The boogeyman has no exact definition of what he is or what it is. It could be multiple things.
It's just like a monster in the closet, basically.
Right, because that was Michael Myers was based upon. That's why he got no real face. He called it the shape. He's supposed to be a boogeyman incarnate.
But Michael Myers is a boogeyman.
This
You can't kill him, man.
I'd
his
probably
name
rather see
Michael.
the boogeyman.
He got a new movie coming out.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
looks kind of ridiculous.
And it looks good.
It do look good. It's ridiculous.
That's what's wrong with us, man. We just recycle old stuff a million times.
True.
Well, you know what?
Come
That
up with
kinda-
something new.
You know what? Let me segue in this. Me and Tito was talking about it, and I kind of wanted to talk about it, but then we got conspiracies. But since we brought it up,
You can make a new conspiracy right now.
hey, no, not conspiracies. Like, what characters do y'all think deserved better treatment over the years? Like, they got mishandled by their owners, per se. Like, we was talking about Predator. How he finna get another movie. But it's like, you could have made a good Predator movie how long ago?
Yeah, they just made
Yeah.
they made too many.
See, that's the thing. Some characters where they go too far, and they keep making movies, and they should stop. Then you got the ones where it's like, oh, they could have made another one of these, but they won't. So I mean,
Like, who?
Predator to me, Predator falls under that category. Like, leave it alone. It wasn't good enough to begin with. So it's like, stop making movies. I felt that way about Terminator movies. Like,
Oh my
stop
god!
making movies, man.
Please.
Oh yes. Yes.
After 2, they
Terminator
should just
2
stop.
should have been the end of it. Yeah.
Agreed.
It's like, but it's weird because even with the greed, it's like these movies ain't even good. Like people ain't even trying to see them. So, how much you ain't making that much money off of it? But like, it's so many of them. Jeepers Creepers, I thought the first 2 was good. I was expecting the third one to be good because I didn't think that was one of those ones where they should stop at 2. But when they made 3, you like, yep, they should have stopped.
When they gave the
sometimes
Jeeper Creepers do the car, you knew it was over.
Yeah. But he had a car in the first one.
But not like
The
this
bang-
one. This one had booby traps built into the car.
Oh yeah, see that turned him
Yeah,
into
sure.
Batman and all of a sudden.
That's
Like,
true.
yeah. It's like
Oh, speaking
they
of
ruined
Batman
it.
though, that's like The Collector.
that
That was a great one.
Yeah, that was a dope movie. That's a
And
sleeper.
then when we talk about going too far, Jigsaw.
Yep.
It's like
Oh my god.
you don't need 7 of these joints, B.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Remix now.
You know a movie need to stop making movies? Like after the first one, I thought it was just you could have left it alone. The Purge,
Yeah, what are they on? Like
Forever
6 or
Purge.
something?
No,
Forever
Is
Purge.
that like the 6th one or
I don't
4th,
even know.
5th?
Oh no. See, but I
Lost
think
count.
Purge could. But like we were saying earlier, I think Purge is conspiracy theory because I think that's like a way to desensitize you when it really happened. That's my thought.
Man,
Because Purge is a great idea. It's a great bad idea, but it's a great idea.
I think the the concept is good. Like the concept of it, but
For the movie.
yeah, for the movie, the concept is
Like,
good.
for real.
No, not for real. I mean, I can't even imagine if that happened for real. Like, you
Man,
hear
how
alarm
that's
and
like-
people start killing each other. Like,
It would last like
Hold
an
up.
hour. or two.
How grimy would it be? Like you got beef with somebody, right? And like you think sometimes beef fall. They go like, you know what? I got you Purge night.
yep,
How paranoid would you be?
dude, you probably go into training, man. You be like, I'm gonna
Right.
become a ninja before the purge, before the purge comes. You're like, I got you, boy. Next purge. I
I'll
got
become a bomb specialist.
Be on
I'll be
YouTube making
Kevin
bombs.
McAllister on steroids.
Booby trapper of
Trapping
all house.
everything.
But you ain't gonna have paint cans and be like spikes coming out the
Oh
ground.
yeah, it's gonna be some official stuff. Like you ain't getting up from these booby traps.
That's hilarious.
No, but I agree with that. The Purge, it's like kill it,
Yes,
kill
please.
it.
And
The
even
last one, I
even
saw
Home Alone. After Home Alone 2,
Yeah,
they should just
that's
stop.
true. Yeah, and they was like, y'all, we good. And then they want to just, we gonna switch the kid and get a new family. And it's like, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Hold on, I got a theory for you. No, not even theory, but a question. What did Kevin's dad do in Home Alone? Whatever job he had, that boy was getting bank.
Oh, he's so dope to the community.
I don't know.
They never really said his job. I knew they was rich when he was flying his whole family to Paris.
What level of rich was he now that you mentioned?
You know, like I was
Fly
like,
his whole family out the country, like.
yeah. And
what
then-
level of rich, they
Right.
all live there,
Then he bought a ticket coming back 2 days later,
right?
short notice.
No
That's-
problem.
That's
The
money.
second movie, they did it again.
Yeah,
Threw the whole family out.
yeah. Remember he gave Kevin the credit card,
Yeah.
and that boy lived in New York on that credit card for like a week.
Well, I remember what his words were: unlimited credit card.
So his dad was probably
You got
leader of the Illuminati.
See, I feel like
Did he stay at Trump Hotel too?
Yeah, he was a Freemason, all that.
You should have to explain those things, man. In my opinion. You write a movie, can't just have them be filthy rich like that. Don't tell us why. Because now that we think about it, it's like, what? What did he do? Like, what? Because to fly your whole family to another country, like, you gotta be a millionaire. And you gotta be like a millionaire for real. Like, you can't be like, I got $1 million. It's gotta be like, you getting $1 million next year too, and the year after. You ain't just spending that kind of money if you just like, yeah, I got $1 million in the bank. You gotta know it's replenishing to be like, yeah, I'm taking 35 people on vacation.
Well, hold on.
No, you know. Wait, let me also say this about that movie since we on it. You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy is like they did the whole thing where they was flying the whole family out, right?
Right.
So obviously he got so much money, right?
Yeah, he
But do you remember the hotel they was in? It was like a busted, ran down place. When they got there and they was like trying to figure out how to find Kevin or whatever.
Yeah, but see, in the movie, they wasn't staying at that hotel. They was gonna stay with his brother that lived out in Paris.
You talking? Is that the second one or the first?
No, the first one. Because his brother is rich too. Because his brother, in the first one, they was visiting him for Christmas in Paris, but they stopped at that hotel to, make the phone calls at the airport, all that stuff. They wasn't. Right. Then they stood at a hotel because they was flying right back the next day. The next movie, part 2, Kevin went to his uncle's house that they was getting remodeled in New York, so that's why they wasn't there. They was dumb rich. Both of them.
Dumb rich. Cause I was about to say, like, this how I know how dumb rich he was. After they got home and found Kevin went through that whole ordeal, right? It was still the same night, and they had people there repairing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that was like Christmas Day or the day after.
Yeah. And how are you used to the police coming to your house asking you if you're okay? He had police in his pocket, bro. He rich. He the kingpin.
That boy was a drug lord.
Another conspiracy. You're welcome, guys. Debunk it. Go ahead, try.
Right. How rich was Kevin McAllister's father? His mom was a Karen.
Definitely was. Yep. It's just funny how those movies, black people and Latinos don't exist. You live in Chicago. Come on, man.
Wow.
New York City.
Yep.
All right.
No blacks.
Nope.
No Latin.
They couldn't even propel the stereotype. Even the homeless lady was a white old lady. Couldn't be.
That's where we draw the line.
Couldn't be what they really think.
That's where we draw the line. You at least could have made the homeless person be black.
It's like, you telling me he found the only homeless white lady in Central Park?
Right. That's funny, man.
Yeah.
Think about it though.
When you think about those movies now, they're funny. I mean, they're still good. They're classics. But
Oh yeah.
how they be like, nah, we ain't giving these roles up to these people, man. Screw that.
I just used to watch them movies and be like, man, that's how white people live.
Well, yeah. It gives you
That's
an
true.
They
idea.
got a house with like 75 people in it. But
Exactly.
it could fit my house in it and all my friends' house.
You're like, y'all ordered not one pizza?
Right.
Oh, good point.
Like,
Great
I ordered
point.
like 58 pieces.
Everyone gets their own
Their
pizza?
own box? Like, what?
He paid him like $105 or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, for pizza?
We was getting the $5 special beef.
Yeah. Or you was getting
Hot and ready
the old Little Caesars that used to come with 2 pizzas.
with the long box.
Yeah, with the long box. That's for all my old heads that remember that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Those were the days. That's when Little Caesars was actually good.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't like trash like how it is now.
Yeah. They used to actually make pizza.
Yep, there's a
Now they
conspiracy
just
with
make
them.
Cheese bread.
What's that?
That-
What's conspiracy?
They said that Little Caesars, it makes DiGiorno pizzas and sells them for $5.
Wow.
That's not true. The journals talking tastes way better than that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's a conspiracy, dude. I was dying. I was like, really?
That's sad.
It's pretty funny.
If I'm little, you know what? Speaking, this is off subject, but it's not. It's about pizza. But did you see? Remember when Domino's made the shoes?
Oh yeah, to order pizza.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I saw something else that they made recently, and it's worse than the shoes. I don't remember what it was though, but I remember I was like, I was tripping off of it, man, because I was like, that's what it was. It's like a car,
Oh yeah, I seen that.
like a self-driving car to deliver your pizza.
Yeah. You know why they did that? So they could deliver to the hood. They're trying to get all their money now.
They're like, we ain't got no drivers willing to go over there, but
Yep. Lupe Fiasco said it.
we do got this. Yep. Pizza man don't come here no more.
Dude, I remember the pizza man used to deliver to us at like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh no,
That's way back in the day. Huh?
That's way back in the day.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah. We used to sit on the stoop. The spot was called Mavoli's. It was great. And we used to
That
call
don't
it.
count.
What?
I thought you meant like a franchise pizza.
Oh heck no, there ain't no franchise.
No,
Local places, the only places taking a risk.
Yeah. I
Right,
thought
they
you
ain't
meant
doing
like a Pizza Hut or something.
No, heck no.
No.
Nah, this place Mavoli's where the grease is coming through the box.
Yeah.
That's when you know the
Good.
pizza's good.
Yeah, that's good pizza right there.
Yep.
Great
I only
pizza.
want the pizza if it's a chance of me dying.
Yep. I want all the
Clog your
grease.
arteries.
Yep. Clogged arteries. That's the only way.
Yep. I want to die with a pepperoni in my mouth.
I think that's what's funny to me about like people, like when people be talking about being vegan and they be like, people be killing me because they be like, yeah, this vegan pizza, and you're like, no, it's not. It's like, you vegan, make your own stuff, man. This vegan pizza, it's a vegan burger. Like, it's not a burger then.
Nah, it's just something between bread.
Yeah, you just that's some made up crap you got. Like a burger is a meat patty
Exactly.
made out of ground beef.
If you vegan, why do you want a patty that tastes like
Right.
a burger?
Right.
Bang, you ain't vegan.
That's what I said. If you vegan and you try to get
Can't
food that
force
tastes
yourself
like
to
our
change.
food, it's like, nah. These are vegan cookies. Somebody offered me vegan cookies before.
I was like,
recently. And I was
what's-
like, no, I'm good.
what's vegan about cookies?
It's like, it tastes like a
There ain't no
cookie.
meat. There ain't no
Except
meat in the
for-
cookies.
I don't
You
know.
can't use
I think
eggs.
because
Oh.
yeah, like dairy,
You can't use eggs.
yeah, eggs and stuff like that. But I'm like,
Man, I'm gonna use everything God gave me. So
Right.
chickens are here, eggs, they good to
Right.
go.
I agree. I mean, I just don't get it. I'm like, you want to be vegan, but you want to enjoy the stuff that we all enjoy.
Yeah,
You can't have both.
I can't just eat cheese pizza or something. Like,
Me neither.
man, that's the worst.
It's more of a mind thing.
If I
They're
have
trying
to.
trick themselves. I'm tricking myself into eating this horrible, disgusting thing.
It's
made it
kind of
look
dope
like
though to
something
be
edible.
around vegan people when you do like some type of gathering.
Mhm.
The food coming, everybody like, oh, I'm vegan. You like, sweet. Guess I'm taking this pizza home.
He like more for me.
Right.
That's
You like,
funny.
dang, I ordered wings. I didn't know y'all was vegan.
Like, I guess I gotta eat all
I gotta
50
eat
of
all the
them.
wings.
Yeah.
I know nobody that healthy, so I'm good. That don't
I mean-
exist in people I know category.
I know people who try, but I just be like, yeah, you keep trying. I'm gonna just go over here and dip this wing in this ranch.
Right.
Yeah,
Now you
The
eat that
whole
while you
wing.
eat chips ahoy. and
yeah, man.
Oreos.
Hey, man, I have grandparents and her sisters and her brothers. They all live in past their 80s,
Right.
eating Puerto Rican cuisine, which is not the healthiest food. So
Yeah, but I get
And
what you're saying.
I'm cool with that.
that's a great point, man. Like I hate how they try to dictate. They saying they lifestyle make them live longer, but it's not really proving that it does.
No, it's not.
No.
You know, that's that's like asinine to me. Like why?
Like,
I think I said this before. Like, show me like a 60-year-old vegan. Vegan wasn't even a thing back in the day. Like, show me a 60-year-old vegan who been a vegan their whole life though. I ain't talking about a 60-year-old who said they vegan now. Somebody who was vegan their whole life. Show them to me so I could call him a liar to his face.
it might start in this generation because parents are turning their kids vegan and all that stuff. So
Right.
Which is so weird to me because it's like you said, like your grandparents, 80 years old, and then this is what
80 plus, not even like 80 plus.
Right.
Like I understand the vegans who are like they do it because they just don't, you know, they care about animals and stuff like that. I get that, but the ones who do it and they claim it to live longer and it's for health, I'm like, everybody, do you got grandparents? Do you got parents? Are they alive? Were they vegan? No. I don't really see the difference. Like he said, ain't no proof you gonna live longer. Until they can be proven, I'm eating burgers, I'm eating fries.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I wouldn't even be mad anyway if I died from like eating delicious food.
Exactly.
Like, are you gonna be mad if you sitting at the dinner table eating a full course meal and you like croak over? You gonna be like, he went out doing what he loved.
Yeah, he's eating.
He was eating Romeo's pizza.
Yeah.
Be like, dang right I was.
Like how you experience life if you can't eat like a rib or a chicken wing.
I can't live without chicken.
You can't. You don't experience life, man. Eat a burger. It's crazy.
I ate a burger last night.
And it was great.
Regret it.
Right.
Even like a good steak. Like you eat a good steak, you be like, man, this was good.
Yeah, you
See,
ain't worth
but
it.
that be the thing, though, man.
I ain't gonna eat it like a good eggplant. Be like, oh man, this eggplant was so good. I be like, it tastes like a plant.
You see, like on what is it, Five Guys? Like they'll offer like instead of a bun, like a lettuce wrap for your burger.
Yeah, I seen that.
You're like
Healthier
no.
choices.
Like I'm not wrapping my burger in lettuce.
He's like, I just walked into Five Guys.
Right.
So
I'm at Five Guys. Some cats that ordered a lettuce burger and then still get 8 pounds of fries dumped in their bag. Like, come on, man.
exactly.
The Cajun fries, like, makes no sense. I think people just be looking for something to do, man. I'm a vegan now. People be talking about gluten free. I'm like, what is gluten?
I have no idea.
What is it? You're like, yeah, I can't eat that. It's got gluten in it. What is gluten?
Well, that all depends, though. If you
Part of
like
your
a gluten
body is
allergy, though, I understand. But if you doing it just cause,
I got an allergy to gluten. I'm still gonna ask the same question. What's gluten? And that's the response I'm gonna get right there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody knows what it means.
Yeah.
It's provocative.
Exactly.
Gets the people going.
So we about to go into this viral news. So what you got, Pauly? What's going on, man?
well, got a couple. So, how would you feel if you rented a vacation room? Not vacation room. I'm sorry, a vacation home, and you found a creepy hidden cellar full of green liquid
Green liquid.
in the living room?
Like the ooze
Green.
from
Yes.
Ninja Turtles.
No. So check this out. So basically, a video service on TikTok that showed a man say he rented a house for a weekend getaway for him and his family.
Mm-hmm.
The room is set up where like they got like a couch over this part of the living room, and it's a cellar door. He opened the cellar's door and go down a couple of feet. When you get to the bottom, it's a whole underground room full of bright green water.
What kind of water
Yes.
is it?
Well, long story short, what it is there was a leak somewhere, and plumbers use like dyes to make water more visible to see where it was going to, like where it would travel to know that it's their leak.
Yeah.
And wherever this leak was coming from, filled up in this underground cellar that's under this dude's basement in the vacation rental he rented. So the main question is this, though. Let's not even think about the water. Let's think about, why is there an underground room in the living room of this house?
The dude's probably a serial killer.
Basically.
Killing people in the cellar. That's what I think cellars are for anyway. Like, no one has a cellar. What is it? Nobody knows.
Good point.
Okay, that's a good question.
Nobody builds a house with a cellar. They build it with a basement.
That's a good question. Well, no, that's a good question. I can't even debunk it.
Yeah, if I see a house that got a cellar, or they have doors on the outside that go downstairs, you're a serial killer. 100%.
Automatic.
Yep, you bought that house for that purpose. Allegedly.
Yeah. But if you want to see the cellar, the spooky cellar, his username is Robertibus. It's Robertibus.
Robertibus.
Okay. Yep, he's a killer.
Robertibus.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I killed somebody. That was my name too.
Right. He's from the UK.
It's on Airbnb.
It was like it was Airbnb. That's what you say it was.
Okay.
So he said the place was haunted. They got the whole, because how he even discovered the whole cellar thing was they lost the remote to the TV, right? So they searching everywhere for it. So they looked under the couch and like, what's this? And he seen the cellar.
But that don't make sense to go
It doesn't.
looking for a remote down there.
No, it like,
He went
what
to
is
the
this
cellar.
down here? Right. But he said the creepy thing with the remote was that the next day the remote literally appeared on the couch, like somebody placed it there and nobody there touched it.
Interesting. It's like that movie Vacancy, where they was making snuff films.
Oh,
Pretty interesting. Pretty weird.
Weird.
very weird.
All right. I got one. Today in stupid people, we got Columbia, South Carolina. A guard was fired and arrested after trying to smuggle prescription stimulant pills in South Carolina women's prison by hiding them in Rice Krispie treats.
He was bringing in drugs through Rice Krispie treats.
Correct.
You're like, these are delicious and will get you high.
It's the double whammy. Marcy Schaffer, 43, took the treats out of their original package, pushed the pills inside, and put them in plastic bag. See, she wasn't even smart enough to try to like rewrap the Rice Krispie treat. This bro just took them out the pack, put the pills in them, and then put them in a Ziploc bag and tried to bring them in. Like, you at least
Genius.
could try to put the, like, she should have glued the wrapper back on or something. Like, at least then it wouldn't be suspicious. You're gonna try to bring them in a plastic bag, like, wow, what a dummy.
Nah, she knew what it was.
Like, these are
Said she.
homemade.
Wow, what a dummy. I don't even know what to say.
So what, she was just trying to
She was
smuggle
charged
drugs?
Yeah, she was trying to smuggle drugs in, but this is a guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was her side hustle, selling drugs and inmates.
She's charged with possession of narcotics with intent to distribute, furnishing prisoners with contraband, and misconduct in office. Court records did not indicate if she had a lawyer. She now faces 1 to 10 years in prison if convicted.
Damn.
Hope it was worth it.
Yeah. What you in here for? Rice Krispie trees?
Yo, the
made 'em
biggest
too
drug
sweet.
dealer in South Carolina.
Wow.
The biggest contraband dealer in South Carolina.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What a dummy.
You big dummy. Alright. So, my second story is also weird. A man says he found 160 bowling balls under his Michigan home.
What?
Yes.
How do you find that?
Check this out. So he bought a house. When he got a house, basically, he got an inspection. It was noted that the cement stairs were kind of leaning into the house and needed to be demolished. So he figured, oh, that ain't nothing. I can fix up it, right? So he took time to remove one of the stairs' loose cinder blocks. And then found out that it was an old bowling ball what made it the way it was.
Okay.
So he started, taking it apart, whatever, and found out that the more he was breaking it apart, the more bowling balls keep on appearing in his foundation. So he actually documented how many bowling balls he found thus far. So he said it was like a whole grid work of bowling balls, either broken or some full or whatever. It's over 160 right now. He still ain't done.
Was the house built on a bowling alley?
Kind of.
No.
Kind of psychopath did that.
So what they did was, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I kind of go through this in my own house. Was whoever did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They own a machine shop that used to make and bore bowling balls like that. So people would sit up here, turn the bowling balls, get, bored, whatever they holes, and don't get them. So dude was building a house. So he thought it was cheaper to use the bowling balls instead of buying dirt for the foundation because he had so many of them.
That is
And
not
he went that route.
dumbest.
We're not going to just skip past the part where you said you went through this at your house. So,
Hold on. All right, I ain't done. So at my house, right? Every time something kind of goes wrong at my house, like my house was like it was a one owner house, but dude raised his whole family here. So his son was like the handy one. So his son fixed things with the most. I'm going to use whatever I have potential to fix things. So every time I told myself I want to update something or something breaks around here that part of the original landscape, whatever, and I see the son did it, it's always some randomness of like, why is this here? Why did he use this? Like prime example. So we got ceiling fans put in, right? So in ceiling fans, you gotta take the whole fixture down and all that stuff to put in the base of the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
So what his son did, instead of using like metal to break the circuit per se, he used aluminum foil for all the light fixtures to break from the ground wire and the other wire.
Wow.
I'm like, this boy Jimmy rigged everything.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Those little plastic things that cover it cost like a nickel, 10 cents. Like,
bruh.
Could have bought some from the hardware store, like a whole bunch of them for like $2.
I can't speak what they did back when he did this. But I'm just saying, every time we sit up here and do something in this house, if the son touched it, and only some Jimmy rig way he did it. Like, this boy must have built like houses out of sticks if he could.
He was like MacGyver.
He was.
So what you're saying is you live in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
No, I wish I would. At least I could find a golden ticket and sell this thing.
I got another one. It says, message in a bottle travels across the Atlantic Ocean. It Portuguese teen has found a message in a bottle that traveled at least 2,400 miles from a Vermont teenager. Christian Santos, 17, was spearfishing when he found a crumpled plastic bottle that was tossed into the sea near Rhode Island in 2018. It says, Santos' mother, Molly Santos, posted a photo, the note on Facebook asking for others to share the post in hopes of finding the writer to share how far the message traveled. The note inside of a Powerade bottle was written in orange marker on a note card that reads, "It is Thanksgiving. I am 13 and visiting family in Rhode Island. I am from Vermont." The note included an email address to respond. Molly said that she sent the email, but no one responded. You know why nobody responded, Molly? Because nobody lives in Vermont.
Yeah. I don't know. Cows live in Vermont. You're like, you just got a note from pollution. Dude.
Catfish.
Yeah. Like, Molly, nobody responds to your nudes. Don't email me this stuff. That's a pretty wild thing, though.
That'd have been funny, though, if the note just said send nudes.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious, though.
That'd be hilarious.
But that's pretty crazy. It goes across the Atlantic to, where do you say, Portugal? From Rhode Island? That's hella far.
Right. To be fishing and pull out a bottle and it's like, this came from Rhode Island. And he included that he's from Vermont, though.
Yeah. Well, he's 13.
I think it's funny that the mom was the one who decided to email him back. Mom feeling a little lonely. It sound like.
Yeah, she just wanted to see what popping.
Like, where's that message in the bottle? Where you say it came from? Let me see it for a second.
Yeah. Get him in a 90-day fiancé situation.
Right.
I want to go to America.
Dear Travis, from Vermont, do you want to come to America one day? You'll have to come by sea, just like the bottle.
Dang.
You have to travel 2,400 miles.
She's like, my
son
measurements.
spearfish you.
My measurements are 36, 24, 36. Like, come. I'd love to come to America one day. Yeah. 34, 36, 34. Oh, man. It's so. This is a retarded story. It's great.
Oh, man.
So, we about to go to everyone's favorite segment, the quick hits, and it's on Pauly this week. So, what's up, bruh?
Yes, sir. All right. Who my first victim?
I'll go first. I don't care.
All right, bet. First question. What do you think is the most important lesson or life relevant quote you get from media?
From the
Could be
media.
a movie, book, TV show.
The most important quote or life, like a life lesson type thing
Yes.
that I got from the media.
Yep.
Okay, I got one. Is one thing that I think is funny, but it's I guess a quote on media or movies is, you never trust a man with two first names. I believe that. Like, if
That's actually true.
If you got
That's true.
if you're a person that your first and last names is two first names, you're already super sketchy. Like,
That's true.
I don't believe. I believe that you got some hidden agenda or you some type of psycho.
Like Michael
You know what?
James.
Yeah, Michael James. Like, that's
Yeah. That's true. That took forever, but that's a good one. That's true.
yeah. Or, your name is Tim something, like Tim James or Tim.
Tim.
Nah. Tim Roberts. Like, you're a psycho killer or something.
Right, like Jack Paul.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2. What was the first purchase you made that was in your mind? I don't care what nobody says. I'm buying it.
First purchase I made. First purchase I made. I don't care. I'm buying it. I would probably say just probably like just video game consoles in general, because I know they're pretty expensive, and it is in the grand scheme of things a waste of money, but I don't care, because if like PlayStation or Xbox or whatever is coming out with a new console, I'm copping it. I don't care if it costs $600, and I might use it
Right.
once a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I say I'm copping it. So
Get
so that thing is like, you can't question me on it. I'm buying it.
All right.
Man does what he wants.
Damn right.
Last question. Worst restaurant you ever been to?
Ah, man. The worst restaurant I've ever been to was called George's Kitchen. Bruh, that restaurant is the worst. If you live in Cleveland, don't ever go there. Period. It's the worst restaurant. It's not even a place where they can even have good breakfast. Like, don't even go there, please. It's a waste of your time and your money and your taste buds. So George's Kitchen, man, and there's like multiple ones. Don't go.
Waste the time and money and your taste buds.
Yep.
Right. It's made by George. You don't go.
Yeah, no, don't go.
How you gonna do
All right.
George's Kitchen like that, bro?
Screw George.
Slim. You ready?
Yep.
All right. For you. Can you name a movie that's a hidden gem that you think no one knows about but's good?
I would say, I wouldn't say no one knows about it, but I think it's a very underrated comedy that people don't talk about. The movie Observe and Report. That movie, to me, was pretty hilarious. And when we talk about comedies, I feel like nobody ever mentions it. So, I guess that's a hidden gem. Maybe.
That's fact. That's fact.
Nah,
I agree.
I don't like that movie.
Yeah, it's because you're from the suburbs, man.
Yep, you're right.
You wouldn't understand.
All right. 2. What was the worst movie you ever paid for in theaters to go see?
It's between V for Vendetta and The Village.
Too good.
Two movies that I walked out of. Actually, I take that back. I walked out of V for Vendetta. I didn't walk out of The Village because I just had to find out what was going on. And when I saw what was going on, I wish I walked out.
Yep. Another
extremely
M. Night
upset.
Shyamalan movie, man.
Right.
Yeah,
You know, he got a new one coming out too.
yeah.
And please don't watch
I'm gonna see it.
it. No,
Yeah.
don't go see it. So he can stop
could be-
directing.
It's gonna be a twist.
No, I didn't say I'm going to go see it. I said I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, you're gonna be
I'm
disappointed.
gonna watch it when I'm at home or something when it come out. You know, when I can watch it at home. I'm not gonna go pay for it. I've only paid for one M. Night Shyamalan movie, and it was The Village. And I never went to the movies to see his movies again. But
That was good.
yeah, The Village, definitely.
All right. The last. What place do you think is really haunted?
I would say my old neighborhood where I grew up. Honestly,
The whole neighborhood?
Yeah, what?
yeah.
Okay.
No, for real, I think so. I think I definitely think it's haunted. The whole neighborhood. I'm telling you, man, if I could take y'all on a tour, you go over there when it's nighttime. It's creepy, man. It's kind of weird how dark it is. Cause it's street lights, but it's just real creepy, man. It's got an eerie feeling to it. I used to hate it as a kid. But if you want to answer this more, a little more, I don't know,
In depth.
a place that people can, know. I would say a more famous place. I would say place that I think is haunted would have to be. You know what? I'll say this. I think that the Vatican is haunted.
Probably is.
I think it might be possessed.
Maybe that. But ain't that the same? Pretty much. Yeah, that's a place I would never want to go.
Yeah, because I think the Vatican. That's true, because the Vatican holds, to my guessing, the real Bible, the whole Bible, and they hold that devil Bible in the same place.
Yeah,
that just don't work.
The one from the Evil Dead?
No, you never heard of the devil Bible?
Nope.
So the devil Bible is, they say it was a monk, right? And the monk was practicing one of they little oaths, whatever. I want to say when he was in a room of solitude. They say the monk got possessed to write this Bible in this language that nobody knows, out of his own blood. When they went and checked on him, you got this Bible which is humongous, and he lied dead, and they call it the Bible of the devil. And I believe it got taken to the Vatican for storage. They got a whole documentary about everything, so y'all can look it up.
Interesting. I'll check it out.
I won't.
All right, back to you, Tito.
All right.
Okay, hidden gem movie you think that no one knows about?
Hidden gem movie. It's a good movie. I would say it's a hidden gem. Probably a lot of people haven't watched it. Equilibrium. You guys watched that movie?
With Batman?
Yeah, with what's his face? What's his name? Christian Bale.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that movie was good. It was kind of like The Matrix, but the action sequences in it with the fighting is pretty good. Where they fight with the guns and stuff.
Oh yeah, Equilibrium was raw.
It's a pretty good movie for being not like a big blockbuster movie. And I think it kind of went straight to DVD or something.
As it should.
But it's a hidden gem, man. It's pretty good. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's dated, obviously, but it's good.
Oh man, maybe.
I think it has your boy Tay Diggs in it too.
Oh,
yes, it does.
Definitely not watching it. No. You just blew it for me, man.
Worst movie you ever paid for in theaters?
Man, Daredevil.
Ooh.
Man, I was really mad at that movie. I went.
I'm a Ben Affleck fan.
No, Ben Affleck. Oh my! I don't like his acting, man. His acting is trash.
Bad casting for real.
Yeah, and oh man, it was so bad. And literally, I think I walked out in the middle of the movie and just left. And I paid for me and my wife's ticket, and I was like, "Let's go." She was like, "Thank you." I was like, "All right." Yeah, that was probably, man, one of the worst movies I've ever watched in the theater.
Good one.
I
Good.
never,
That's a great one.
I never saw that whole movie.
Oh, don't.
And
It's
I
not
didn't even
worth
see
it.
it at theaters. I saw it at somebody's house, and I walked out of there too. I
Good.
was like, you
And
know
some-
what?
and
We ain't
somehow I
friends
got-
no more. I'm out of here. Don't call me.
And
don't
somehow I
text
got a
me.
pseudo sequel.
Nah, that. Oh, so bad.
All right. And a place that you believe is really haunted.
The place I believe that's haunted is Franklin's Castle for sure. The place out here
Facts.
in Cleveland on Franklin. That place is super haunted. There's so many urban stories and myths about that I don't know. I believe it.
I do too.
Yeah,
Facts.
they said people went inside and never came out. People that challenged each other to sleep in it and then woke up outside the place.
Mm-hmm.
They say at certain times, past midnight, blood is on the sidewalk in front of it. So I don't know. That could be from the
Yes,
gang
ma'am.
violence out there, but it could be from the
Yes.
haunted house. But
Maybe.
yeah, so I don't know.
Maybe.
But that place, look it up. It's on YouTube. They got videos, internet, everything, man. I think it's haunted. So I would say that.
I maybe agree with you. All right. Slim. Most important lesson or life relevant quote you get from a source of media.
Quote from a source of media. I don't. I'm gonna just throw one out there, but I wouldn't say I actually got it from anything. But it's a quote, I guess. YOLO.
That's it. Oh man,
That's a good one, though.
did not expect that one.
That's a good one,
Can I
though.
say this? Can I say this since we are the subject of quotes? I would like to say the quote that I hate, and I would appreciate if everyone stops saying it. I beg of you. Everything happens for a reason. So all the people out there, do me a favor. Don't ever say that again. Because it's stupid.
I agree with you there. All right. First purchase you made that was officially, I'm buying it. I don't care what anybody says.
My very first big screen TV.
That's a solid purchase.
I had
That
the
is
money.
that, yeah.
And people actually, you know what, I'll go past that. Actually, back in the day, before everybody and their mother was a so-called sneakerhead, I was always criticized for buying $200+ shoes, and that didn't stop me. I had hundreds of pairs of shoes because I didn't care. Spent all my money on shoes back in the day, and I don't regret it, because here I am doing pretty well. Even after buying those shoes, it didn't put me in some financial ruin like some thought. So I'll go with that.
And it's a good investment.
Correct.
Surely is. Surely is. All right. Worst restaurant you have ever been to?
Worst restaurant. Probably Golden Corral on Brook Park Road,
I agree.
Cleveland, Ohio.
I hate that place.
Me too. That place is the reason that
That place is
we
haunted.
have this stigma. Yeah, you're right. That is the reason we got the stigma of like buffets being for scumbags. Like that place, that place will ruin buffets for anybody who never been to a buffet. If their first buffet was that, they probably never went to a buffet again in their life. Going to a buffet now, I mean, it's dangerous anyway just because COVID. But Golden Corral, that's a bad experience everybody can relate to in this city at least.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a group consensus right there.
Yeah, Golden Corral sucks. And then it's like a place where like your whole family would go.
Right.
And
so
then
you gonna be there for hours.
exactly disappointed.
It's like 20 people eating.
Yep.
There you go.
You get a whole bunch
I
of
want another plate.
subpar meals.
Yep. When I was younger, I used to just take a whole bunch of cookies home. I'll wrap them in a paper towel.
That was frowned upon, sir.
I know. That's why I wrapped them.
Right.
And it's back when you wore oversized clothes anyway, so pockets was stuffed. It's like, you leave these buffet doors, you ain't hungry no more.
Exactly.
You eat what you can while you here. Like, what if I want some cookies later?
Too
You
bad.
can't consume it here, then you can't have it.
Yeah. And you can't stay for the breakfast to lunch change. You're gonna have to pay a new fee.
You're like, but I'm already here.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
the rules.
You better skedaddle.
Right. Eat it. Move it. Move it.
All right, those are all good answers, y'all. But, it's time for us to end this one. Hey, everybody. Find us at Two Nerds and Slim on anything that you listen to voices on. Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, Apple, iHeartRadio, Google Cast, whatever. We there. Hit us up. Comment.
Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. All the good things that'll help us monetize this thing.
Yeah, all that internet stuff.
Yep.
You know.
And we'll be dropping it on Monday like usual. And hope you guys keep listening. If you haven't listened to the other episodes, listen to them too before you hit this one.
Right. We got a nice little collection now.
Yeah, man. So, see you on the next one. Deuces.
Step into a Slim Jim.
And now, it's time for the Slim Jim.
Always remember, either they don't know, won't show, or they just don't care about what's going down in the hood.